Welcome, American truckers. Well, I got this story here. I'm gonna try to get through this story without any emotion, which is pretty difficult because it's a pretty jacked up deal. And I'm gonna play the news clip from Fox News um, after I get through talking. Y'all know, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I've seen some pretty sick things in my life. But this one here just is mind blowing. Body of 7-year-old Texas girl found. FedEx driver was arrested. Was a local FedEx driver in Paradise, Texas. A 7-year-old Texas girl has been found dead 2 days after being reported missing, and a FedEx delivery driver arrested in her death, authorities said. The body of Athena Strand was found Friday, and Tanner Lynn Horner, 31, was arrested on kidnapping and murder charges after confessing to killing the girl and telling authorities where to find her body. According to Wise County Sheriff Lynn Akin, I guess is how you pronounce his name, Horner remained jailed Saturday on $1.5 million bond. Jail records did not list an attorney who could speak on his behalf. I hope you don't get no attorney. You don't need no damn attorney. Aiken said during a late Friday news conference that a tip led authorities to Horner, who the sheriff said had made a delivery to the girl's home shortly before she disappeared. Horner did not know the girl's family, according to Aiken, who declined to discuss a motive for the crime. We really can't get into the content of the confession, but I will say we have a confession from Horner, the sheriff said. This is the man who abducted a 7-year-old little girl that he didn't even know. I mean, it ain't right to do it at all, but like, this is just nuts, man. What kind of world are we living in today? That I mean, you got to worry about who's delivering packages to your house. I mean, this is screwed up. It's beyond screwed up. I read in another article that they searched his home. He lived in Fort Worth. Um, FedEx released a statement saying that they're in total shock and all that kind of stuff. And something else that was kind of moving is the girl's grandfather, I guess being Christian, released a statement that he forgives Horner. And I know some people probably wouldn't understand that, but I think, you know, you can't change it whether you forgive him or don't forgive him. I mean, I don't know. I really don't care what people think. In my opinion, he shouldn't even make it to trial. I hope they snatch his butt before he ever gets to trial. You know. So, but anyway, I know I already put a video out today, but I saw this and it's pretty important. Um, I hate that they put driver. I know he's a driver, but I hate that they put driver in the title or anywhere in the dang article. Because anytime it makes drivers look bad. You get the general public out here, they see driver, like, oh God. Well, then they start thinking drivers. Makes us all look bad. And it's not. It's this sick individual. And another thing, I mean, he's what, 31? Is that what it said? Yeah, he's 31 years old. You don't start out at 31 years old abducting 7-year-old girls out of their front yard. That's not where you start. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're way too comfortable at that point when you're doing that. So he has to. I mean, he has to have hurt more children than this. Well, I'm gonna let the news clip play, and then I'm gonna let that close this out. Please send your prayers out to the family and friends of those affected by this. And man, it's just sad. It's just there's not even words to explain the depth of how bad this is, and how crazy this is. You know, I know a lot of you out there listening have kids. You know, imagine if it was your little girl in this situation. You know, 7 years old, her life hadn't even started yet. And somebody with some serious issues, you know, has done something horrible. They didn't say whether she was messed with or anything. I'm sure all that'll come out with later. Um, but this is just absolutely crazy. It's nuts. And I appreciate all of y'all for stopping by. Share this out. Drop a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about this. How you feel about driver being in the title. You know, and you know, send a prayer up to her. Y'all take care, stay safe, and keep trucking.
FedEx driver who police say kidnapped and killed a little girl will likely be in court Monday for a detention hearing on his $1.5 million bond. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. Police say they knew a FedEx driver had made a delivery in 7-year-old Athena Strand's Wise County neighborhood about the time she vanished. They now say it was 31-year-old Tanner Horner and that he has confessed.
Steve, the community of Paradise is still shaken this evening in what appears to be a crime of opportunity with the motive still unknown. Authorities say Tanner Horner is the only suspect in this case and has no relation or connection to the family.
It just really touched me. And about everybody I've told it to started crying. It's just the kind of thing that I think we're all feeling.
Pastor Charles Pugh of First Baptist Cottondale was brought to tears early Saturday morning when he showed up to his church. Sitting on the sidewalk was a tiara dropped off by a stranger.
And she wants you to have it, and so you can have a tiara to wear to heaven.
Saturday's support continued to pour into the town of Paradise after investigators found 7-year-old Athena Strand dead in Wise County following a 2-day search. Authorities say a contracted FedEx delivery driver, 31-year-old Tanner Lynn Horner, abducted Strand outside her home and killed her while on the job. He now faces a capital murder charge along with aggravated kidnapping. Investigators say he confessed to the crime Friday and told authorities where to find the child's body.
We think Athena died within just a very hour or so, the very hour or so after her departure from her home.
The 7-year-old was staying with her father and stepmother temporarily at their Paradise home. Wednesday evening, Strand's stepmother called 911, unable to find Strand following an argument between the two. Strand's father was on his way to a hunting trip and immediately turned around. Strand's biological mother drove down to North Texas from Oklahoma to help search along with hundreds of volunteers and multiple law enforcement agencies. Friday evening, Wise County Sheriff Lane Atkin revealed his office received a tip. Horner was dropping off a package in front of Strand's home around the same time she went missing. The FBI also collected digital evidence that led them to Horner. Saturday, a Fox 4 viewer in Paradise sent this screen grab of what appears to be Horner dropping off a package in his FedEx uniform at a different home hours before investigators say he abducted Athena. The Wise County Sheriff says he's aware of the Ring doorbell screen grab and says it looks like Horner, but they want to look at the video themselves. Friday evening, the FBI and the Texas Rangers conducted a search warrant at Horner's Fort Worth home off Somerville Place Road, but neither agency released what, if any, evidence was collected. Pastor Pugh opened his doors to Strand's family during the draining 48 hours.
We played the sheriff's press conference on the big screen. The dad was good with that, and so we all watched it together on the screen. And there's a lot of sorrow, but he held up as good as you could expect anybody to.
One of the toughest investigations that I've been involved in because it's a child.
Meanwhile, Saturday evening, the Strand family requested to grieve in private. A teddy bear tied with pink ribbon was left on the family street. Strand's mother posted on social media Saturday, pink was Athena's favorite color, and she wants her daughter to be remembered as a beautiful, kind, intelligent, and the brightest and happiest soul.